move into 2020, and holy cow, George Floyd happened. And then Jacob Blake happened. And people just lost their minds. It was the summer of St. George Floyd. It was the summer of Jacob Blake. What was it? Rayshard, somebody down in Atlanta, I forget his name, argued, fighting with the cops, tried to take a gun from the cops, then tried to run away, got shot. But Jacob Blake pulled a knife on cops, resisted arrest, brought the cops back to his car with his kids in the back seat, had been bothering, harassing, violating a restraining order on his baby mama who he had sexually violated. And Jacob Blake got capped. Not killed, he just got capped. The cops put some bullets in him, basically paralyzing him. And, I hope God is with this man and, maybe one day he'll recover. I hope he's happy and found peace. He's not dead, but he was a criminal who brought all these problems upon himself. And the Milwaukee Bucks said, we ain't playing basketball no more. The Milwaukee Bucks, they're down there in the bubble. And they say, nah, can't do it. We're not playing basketball because Jacob Blake, a criminal who had sexually violated a woman, who pulled a knife on the cops, who brought the cops. Again, your number one job as a man, protect your women and children. He brought the cops and all that drama to his car with his kids sitting in the back seat, violated every command of a man. And the Milwaukee Bucks and the NBA and everybody involved with the NBA said, this is a bridge too far. We can't play. We're so distraught over Jacob Blake. We can't play. Here's Doc Rivers, who was not the coach of the Milwaukee Bucks then. I think he was coach of the Clippers at this point. Here's Doc Rivers with his emotional response to Jacob Blake.
Convention, and they're spewing this fear, right? Like, all you hear is Donald Trump and all of them talking about fear. We're the ones getting killed. We're the ones getting shot. We're the ones that we're denied to live in certain communities. We've been hung, we've been shot, and all you do is keep hearing about fear. It's amazing to me why we keep loving this country and this country does not love us back.
So those cops, according to Doc Rivers, and I don't know what kind of dirt they got on Doc Rivers. I don't know if he's got a summer home at Epstein Island. I don't know what they have on him, but what a performance he put on. But he's arguing that those cops that came to protect a woman who had called the police because a man that had previously sexually violated her showed up at her house, that those cops came and said, oh God, these Negroes don't love America, and I'm gonna shoot Jacob Blake because we don't love these Negroes. That the actions of those cops and the actions of Jacob Blake are this grand testimony about how America feels about black people. This is lunacy and idiocy, and it was rampant. There's so many examples of just idiocy that was widespread in the summer of George Floyd, the summer of Jacob Blake, the summer of every criminal that resisted arrest and got punched or shot or dead because of the police. We put them all on Mount Rushmore, and everybody went into cosplay, and Doc Rivers acted like, I was just gonna have lunch with Jacob Blake, and they shot and killed him. We'll have to cancel that lunch. He was gonna date my daughter. All this cosplay, rampant throughout sports. Let's be honest, the insurance model is broken. Crowd Health puts your health care back in your hands. Use the promo code FEARLESS at joincrowdhealth.com. That's joincrowdhealth.com, promo code FEARLESS. The NFL hopped in on it. Obviously, they were already in on it. But I'll never forget the Pittsburgh Steelers, I believe, in September of 2020, shortly just a month after the Milwaukee Bucks shut down the NBA. Remember the NFL, all the NFL teams were so into George Floyd. They were putting George Floyd's name on the back of their helmets. They were putting, anybody that they thought got mistreated by the police, any resisting criminal who got mistreated by the police, the NFL teams were putting their names on the back of their helmets. And the Pittsburgh Steelers put Antoine Rose Jr. on the back of their helmet. Antoine had been involved in a drive-by shooting. He was the trigger man, I believe, in a drive-by shooting. Police are hunting him down. He's got a criminal past. He's an idiot. And they end up shooting and killing Antoine Rose. But the Steelers put the trigger man in a drive-by shooting on the back of their helmet. They, from what my understanding of the Steelers at this time, they were in a knockdown, drag-out debate within the locker room. Should we put OJ on here or should we put Antoine Rose? And it was a photo finish debate vote where they said, yeah, let's go with Antoine Rose. They almost, there were some white racists in the organization that wanted to put Jeffrey Dahmer's name on the back of their helmet, but they were voted down. I'm almost shocked they didn't put Adolf Hitler on the back of their helmet. I'm sure they thought about it, but they settled on Antoine Rose. And I remember writing about this and talking about that. This is crazy. Cut it out, guys. You're making fools of yourselves. This Elon calls it the woke mind virus, and it is the woke mind virus. And it's still a problem, but we're at the end of an era. It's coming to an end, and hopefully what's happening in sports is going to affect the rest of American society. It has to. It has to, because I was in a conversation with someone, because people are still believing, the fake news media and all these. Someone the other day told me, they voted against Trump to protect democracy. And I was like, oh. I just wanted to cry and just say, please turn off the TV, please. Democracy wasn't on the ballot. I know they told you that. And again, the sports world plays a big role in this propaganda campaign of demonizing America and demonizing conservative values and convincing people to be idiots. Help us grow the Fearless Army. Pound that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with all your fearless friends.